Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at the main quest called Mother of Invention. So we are right here at Fort Atlas, which of course is a free fast travel once when you discover it. This is part of the Brotherhood of Steel questline. We open up our Pip Boy here, we go under Data, and then Main, Mother of Invention. I've earned the grudging acceptance of the Brotherhood of Steel's Knight Shin. If I keep helping out, I should be able to work my way into the ranks of the Brotherhood. Shin said I should go speak with Scribe Valdez if I'm looking to do so. Speak with Scribe Valdez. Okay. So just an FYI, at the time that I am making this recording, it is after the Glow of the Ghoul update. So if you have changed your character into a ghoul, you will have to put a disguise on just to get inside Fort Atlas here. So just an FYI there. All right, let's go ahead.
Think I'll make the cut?
She should be right up here.
To think of everywhere we've been. Hello, civilian. I don't mean to be rude, but what exactly are you doing up here?
I want to join up. Shin said you may need some help. I helped out that Shin guy to talk to you about getting in on this Brotherhood action. That's funny.
Oh, a prospective initiate. The Knight Shin sent you. And I guess we're both in luck. Paladin Romani makes the call on new recruits, but the Knight and I have some influence. It just so happens I'm in need of someone to help me out on a little mission. If you're interested, I can bring you along and put you to work. Do a good job, and I'll send a recommendation your way. How about it?
Deal. What else we got here? Yeah, go ahead and do
You
it.
didn't even have to think about it, did you?
Yeah,
Let
no,
me
I
give you a
didn't.
quick rundown of the mission before we start. Our new base is littered with old technology, but there's something in particular I want to investigate. It's down in the bowels of this place, a part of Atlas that we've cornered off. I'm not keen on going alone, so I'd like some backup. Any questions before we start?
Nope. Ready to go.
Great. Unfortunately, I need to finish up a few things here. Head downstairs and I'll meet you in a bit.
Roger that.
Elders have so much.
All right, so if you saw that on the screen there, Mothman Equinox. So I am making this video probably about mid-April of 2025. Of course, we had 2 weeks of Mothman Equinox, and this is the second week here now. So by the time you watch this video, the Mothman Equinox would be gone. So just an FYI, you guys are wondering what's going on there. Okay, Atlas Substructure. I like to make these videos well in advance just so I kind of have them in the queue, kind of ready to go between my shift work and family life, etc. And then that way they're kind of ready to go. Oh, there she's there. Hi.
Good, you're here. So, how do you feel about reading comprehension? I was hoping to start out by sweeping the area for documentation left behind from before the war.
Okay. Reading the schematic is a good first step in problem-solving process.
Are you trying to get on my good side?
I am,
Because
yeah,
that's
100%.
how I get on my good side. But enough about that. I'd like to get started. Let's head downstairs and see what we can turn up.
Yeah, roger that. Let's do it. Learn about Fort Atlas Substructure. Collect documentation. So I don't know if it's going to look like technical documents. I assume so, but let's grab that fuse before we go here. I need one of those. I'm not too sure what we're going to find down here. But obviously a lot of junk. Right on. We'll get some bags of concrete cement there. Awesome. Shut this light off here for a second. Some cave crickets here. Oh, wow. I think I do remember this now. Holy mackerel. Yeah, cave crickets are and ants a little overpowered in this game. They always have been, and they still are. Okay, so this does kind of remind me of something. I think we will have to go through a couple ways here, I believe. Again, it's been a little while, but we have a bunch of ammo on us here, so we should be all right. Let's go around here. Okay, so here's the first document here. Atlas Decommissioning Report 3. I'm just going to kind of briefly read over it myself. You guys can pause it and read it if you so wish. Let's go ahead and take that. I heard some more insects around here.
This looks like
Right
what
here.
we need.
Atlas Decommission Report 1. All right. Jeepers. Yeah, we'll grab that stuff. Why not? One more right here. So Atlas Decommissioning Report
This
2.
must be Dr. Hammond, Atlas's lead scientist. We recovered some of his holotapes and logs in our initial sweep of the area. This tech down here is his handiwork, and he couldn't give it up. Even after the war, I should make arrangements for a proper burial. I think this is good. Let's talk for a sec.
All right, let's go ahead and speak with her here.
That should be enough to start. Let me take a look. Atlas Decommission Report. So the project was in bad shape after all? I knew it sounded too good to be true. Fascinating. Wow. This is some seriously classified stuff that I just let you read, isn't it?
Huh?
I wasn't supposed to show you any of this.
I'm not here to pry. I just want to help.
That's a mature attitude to take. I really appreciate that. There's only so much I can tell you, but I'll share what I feel is relevant. Atlas wasn't exactly an observatory before the war. That was just a front. The military conducted research here. Pretty advanced research. We're down here to investigate and see what's worth salvaging for the Brotherhood.
All right, thanks for filling me in.
That should be enough to start. Let me take a look.
Oh, I must have hit the wrong button there.
Decommission report. Wow.
Oh, yeah, I think I did hit the wrong button.
That's a mature attitude to take. I really appreciate
This happens when your thumbs are too big,
There's only
right?
so much I can tell you, but I'll
Hit
share
two
what I
buttons
feel
at the
is
same time?
relevant.
That's what I'm thinking.
Atlas wasn't exact. The military.
Okay, thanks for filling me in. There we
I
go.
did ask you to help, after all. It's only fair you're prepared for what you might find.
Yeah, roger that.
Let's follow up on some leads from this report. I'd like to do a quick inspection of some key components that should be nearby. There's probably a terminal around here. If it's still running, we can do a diagnostics test. That will tell us about some of the less accessible hardware. The report mentioned that the machine's intake pump was under a lot of pressure. Let's find the release valve for that and give it a spin, see what happens. Finally, the lower
yeah,
floor
yeah.
on this level should have a wiring box. Why don't we take a glance at that to get an idea of the electrical hookups?
Yeah, let's just start opening valves and just see what happens. Yeah, sounds like a great idea. Yeah, let's go. Go.
Should be a simple inspection. You can have point, but I'll be looking over your shoulder the whole way. Take note of the details and we'll discuss how it goes after.
Yeah, whatever, lady. All right, let's take a look here. Check out this terminal here first. Let's get our sneak on. Run diagnostics check.
Interesting.
Defunct detect. Misaligned. Flex disruption detected. Okay. Well, that's done. Alright, nothing yet, so let's go over here. Let's go over here and turn this valve. Let's go turn this mysterious valve and see what happens here.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I think so. Thanks for asking, though. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's hard to tell the turn. Put the old pipe wrench under there. Wire box. Let's examine this. The wire looks shredded. Likely the work of critters. Couple more rats, Jimmy boy. Shoot Doc Fries there. Oh, jeez, more of these guys.
That does it for the inspection. Let's talk.
Alright. Let's see what we get off these guys. We're just a bunch of meat. Yeah, it is, yeah. Alright, let's talk to this chickie here. What was that? The board. Okay, anytime there, Scribe.
All right, let's go over the inspection results. The diagnostics check revealed some issues. Flux disruption in the induction loop, intake valves ruptured, and the ion focus?
Truth Patrol was really paying attention. Yeah, misaligned.
Misaligned. Problematic to say the least. Next, we have the release valve. That went. Well, what was your assessment?
Working as intended. Release the pressure, so it's okay, I guess.
Not okay. Explosive decompression is not what we're looking for.
Oh.
Last but not least, the wiring. The wires were...
Charged to a crisp. Totally luminized. Everything is fine. Working order, yeah. Everything is great. Yeah, chewed through by some of these mole rats or some suspects there.
I think the warm reception they gave us also points to that.
There's quite a few of them, too.
Well, sorry about the pop quiz. But in general, you're handling yourself well so far.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting a test. Some discussion. You already know what answers you wanted.
Nobody does, outside of a classroom. That's why I love to evaluate new prospects this way. If I'm going to recommend you to Paladin Romani, I need to know you're serious. Can you pay attention? Think on your feet? If you can, you earn my favor. If you can't, then, well, maybe I reconsider my recommendation.
Yeah, find another hobby, yeah.
Our inspection joined up. There are a few parts I'd like to extract and examine in my lab. There's the pressure gauge, the core processor, and the ion focus. They should be upstairs. There's a lot I can learn from examining them if we can pull them out and get them back to my lab in decent condition. I want to take some notes on the core up there, so I'm going to leave the parts removal to you. Each extraction will be a little different, but in general, you'll want to use a light touch. I want the components in good condition, so please be careful. Any questions, or are you ready to get started?
Yeah, sure, good to go. Let's do it.
On you. Let's see what you
I'm
can
easy
do.
going. All right. Extract the components from the whatchamacallit for the thingamajig. Iron focus, examine. Inside its container, miniaturized iron focus sits nestled in a bundle of tubes and wires, many of which are attached. You'll have to go about extracting it. Tear the connectors away with your hands and wrench the device out. Gently unhook each tube and wire from the device and lift out. Get the tubes and wires off and pry the device out. I'll do the middle one here. Okay, 1 of 3. Let's see what else we got here. here. Okay. Atlas Central Processing Terminal. Power down and eject. 2 of 3 done. Okay. What else we got here? Got here pressure gauge. Inside its container, pressure gauge is attached with rusted screws. How will you go about extracting it? Strength. Unscrew the screws to the rust and remove the gauge. Perfect. Yank the gauge out without removing the rust. Oil the screws to remove the rust and lift the gauge out. Blast the screws off the weapon and pull the gauge out. Let's do this one right here. 3 of 3. Extract the induction coil from the Atlas machine core. This way. Induction coil. Inside the container is an inductive coil with 2 thick wires attached, one red, one blue. A low hum and the sound of static sounds of the device, and the wires crackle. How will you go about extracting it? Unhook both wires and slide the coil out. Cut the red wire. A little shock won't hurt anything. The blue wire, it seems shocky, but less so. Yeah, we'll unhook both wires and slide it out. That was nothing. Mysterious canister sits before you, pulsating with the eerie glow. How will you go about extracting it? Gently lift it out of its container. Quickly swap it out with a heavy sack of dirt. Pry it out using your weapon as a lever. Yeah, we'll swap it out.
That doesn't sound good.
Uh-oh.
Attention. This is now
I don't know. Yeah, this happened last time too. Ouch. Oh, you're up here now. Atlas security. Uh-oh, need to get some health, Jim. Did she say Big Daddy? Is that what she said? Sound like it. Huh. Where is she at here? Health, Jim. Health. Missed it. The wrong broad to mess with. Is that what she said? It's awesome. Love it. Love Scribe Elgraz there. Alright, let's grab some stuff here. We got everything here. I don't remember. I think I actually did the same thing the first time, actually, years ago. Put a sandbag there. I can't remember if there's an actual way to not cause that to happen. I can't remember. Oh, there's... Is that her up there? Oh, it is. Oh, there you are. Put this weapon away here so we can see her. Stop running around, will ya?
Whatever you did up there, the security system sure didn't like it. Thanks for the backup. I doubt I could have handled that on my own. Now that that's over with, let me take a look at what you've collected.
You messed with the wrong broad.
The pressure gauge looks like it's in good condition.
Oh, my
Core
lord, that's
processor
funny.
is pristine. Good work on that. The ion focus looks usable. Impressive. The induction coil seems fine. That's a relief. And what is this? This is... Is this ultrasight? Fascinating. This looks like some kind of compact power source. None of the documents, none of the terminals said anything about this. Did this power the whole machine?
I think it did. They say ultrasight has unlimited potential.
The fuel of the future. I'd heard the stories, but to think I could hold so much energy in my hands like this? Project Atlas may be beyond our power to repair, but we might have something here. I expected the machine to use a small reactor's worth of energy, but they condensed that into a container I can hold in my hands. I could do a lot with this. You were a big help. I'm sure you have what it takes to be an initiate, and soon.
Thank you.
Here, take this letter to Paladin Romani. She'll make the final call on letting you into the Brotherhood, but my wreck may tip the scales. I'm going back upstairs to take a look at these components. I need to catalog our findings. If nothing else, this ultrasight battery has piqued my interest. There's a lot I could learn from reverse engineering it. Oh, I'm giving you access to my private terminal, too. It has all the logs we recovered from when we moved in. After what we just went through, I think you deserve to know more about Project Atlas. Take a look if you get some free time. Thanks again for your help, and good luck with the Paladin.
Yeah, thanks. Alright, done. The fact finder. Right on, okay. There we go, Mother of Invention complete. Awesome. We get field testing up next. Let's see what else we got here. Fact finder. Purified water. Alright, let's take a look at that real quick. So the fact finder is a unique weapon for sure. So it is a two-shot, +1 projectiles, plus 25% damage. 83 times 2 damage. Huh. Isn't that a fact? Fact finder. Anyway, that's enough of those jokes, Jim. 44 ammo. Okay. Huh. Interesting. There's not a weapons workbench down here, is there? I think there's one upstairs. I don't even know how to get out of here. Is that what I thought it is in there? It is. Oh, I thought that was a door. Yeah, this place is a maze. I'm going to have to find my way out of here some other way, I think. Right here. Right there, Jimmy boy. Yeah, I'm sure there's a weapons workbench around here somewheres. Let's take a look. Okay, a little too far, Jim. That's where we came from. Let's go outside here real quick. There's one outside for sure. I'm just kind of curious to see what those other stars indicate on this weapon. Like, I've known about this weapon, I just can't remember what the other ones are. Right here. Take a look at it here. Fact finder. Yeah, so definitely a two-shot. Projectiles explode for plus 20% weapon damage, so that's awesome. And minus 25% action point cost. That's a pretty good weapon. 44 ammo, so 83 times 2 damage. Well, that's alright. Might actually use this at some point. Cool. Yeah, so there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share me to the channels. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Not Me But Me, Yes Me That's Me, Drew Andrew Demon, Confounded Bridge, Van Durant, John DJ59, Picker S, Benny Bunny, Grand Tritno. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.